One of the most profound realizations I've encountered in my work is the intimate connection between the mind and the body. Our thoughts, emotions, and experiences are encoded in the body's very cells. This is why we often store traumas, pains, and past emotions within us. The body becomes conditioned by these past experiences, and if we want to change our future, we must address this connection. But how do we do that? How do we break free from the chains of our past and create a new reality? Well, it starts with understanding how our mind works. You see, our mind is divided into two aspects: the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious mind is where we have our free will, our awareness, and our rational thinking. The subconscious mind is where we store our habits, beliefs, memories, and emotions. The subconscious mind is much more powerful than the conscious mind. It controls about 95% of our actions and behaviors. It's like a giant hard drive that records everything that happens to us, and it's constantly running in the background, influencing our decisions and reactions. The problem is that most of us are unaware what's stored in our subconscious mind. We don't realize how much it affects our lives. We think we're making conscious choices, but in reality, we're acting out of program patterns that were formed by our past experiences. This is why we often repeat the same mistakes, attract the same situations, and feel stuck in a loop. We're living in a state of survival, reacting to our environment instead of creating it. So how do we break this cycle? How do we change our subconscious programming and create a new future? Well, it's not easy, but it's possible, and it requires a radical shift in our perspective. Imagine this. Every time you remember a painful experience, your brain and body respond as if it's happening all over again. You activate the same neural networks, release the same hormones, and trigger the same emotions. This keeps us anchored in the past, inhibiting our growth and progress. But when we acknowledge this process, we can start the journey of change. We can realize that we're not victims of our past, but creators of our future. We can choose to rewrite our story and rewire our brain. How do we do that? By changing our thoughts and feelings, by consciously choosing to think differently and feel differently about ourselves and our lives, by creating new mental images and emotional states that align with our desired outcomes. This is not easy either. It takes practice, discipline, and persistence, but it's worth it because when we change our thoughts and feelings, we change our energy, and when we change our energy, we change our reality. But changing our thoughts and feelings is not enough. We also need to change our state of being. But we need to shift from living in the past or the future to living in the present moment. The key to transformation lies in the present moment. When we immerse ourselves in the now, we transcend our physical bodies and tap into pure consciousness. It's in this state that we connect with the quantum field, the infinite wellspring of possibilities that's all around. The quantum field is where all potential realities exist as waves of information. It's where everything is connected by an invisible web of energy. It's where miracles happen. By letting go of the past and future, we create the space for the universe to work its magic. We become receptive to new information, new opportunities, new synchronicities. We become co-creators with the quantum field. But how do we access this state of presence? How do we tune into the quantum field? Well, there are many ways to do that. Meditation is one of them. Breathwork is another. Visualization is another, and so on. The point is to find a method that works for you, a method that helps you quiet your mind, relax your body, and open your heart. A method that helps you enter a state of awareness, gratitude, and love. Method that helps you trust the unknown. Now, trusting the universe doesn't mean ignoring the unknown. It's about recognizing that the universe is an intelligent force that's always present, always paying attention. It's that alignment between your conscious intentions and the objective consciousness of the quantum field that sparks true transformation. But how do we trust the unknown? How do we surrender to the flow of life? Well, it's not easy either. It requires courage, faith, and patience, but it's also liberating, empowering, and rewarding. Trusting the unknown means letting go of control. It means accepting uncertainty and embracing possibility. It means allowing the universe to surprise you with its wisdom and creativity. Trusting the unknown also means following your intuition. It means listening to your inner voice and following your inner guidance. It means being open to signs, signals, and feedback from the quantum field. Trusting the unknown also means taking inspired action It means acting on your impulses and following your passions. It means being spontaneous, adventurous, and playful. Trusting the unknown also means celebrating your successes and learning from your failures. It means acknowledging your achievements and appreciating your challenges. It means being grateful for your growth and evolution. But trusting the unknown is not enough either. We also need to change our identity, because we need to shift from being someone to being no one. To truly heal and grow, we must release our attachments to our identities, past experiences, and even our pain. We must let go of who we think we are and become who we really are. We must become nobody, no one, and no thing. What does that mean? It means shedding our labels, roles, and masks. It means dropping our egos, judgments, and expectations. It means dissolving our boundaries, limitations, and fears. It means becoming pure consciousness, pure awareness, pure potential. In that state of pure consciousness, you become open to the immense possibilities that the universe has in store for you. You become free from the past and the future. You become present in the now. You become a blank slate for the quantum field to write on. You become a vessel for the universe to fill with its gifts. You become a channel for the divine to express through you. But becoming nobody is not enough either. We also need to change our vibration. We need to shift from low frequency emotions to high frequency emotions. Passion is a driving force. It's that electric energy that propels us forward. It's that fire in our hearts that ignites our souls. It's that spark in our eyes that lights up our lives. As you immerse yourself in the field, in that state of presence, you start to feel the excitement, the joy, the enthusiasm. You start to feel the change in energy. And that change in energy is what reshapes your life. Remember, nobody changes until they change their energy. And when you change your energy, you change your frequency, and when you change your frequency, you change your attraction. You start to attract people, situations, and events that match your vibration. You start to manifest your desires with ease and grace. You start to experience synchronicity and serendipity at every turn. But how do we change our energy? How do we shift from pain to passion? Well, it's not easy either. It takes awareness, intention, and action, but it's also healing, fulfilling, and inspiring. Many times, our creative energy gets tangled up in our pain and suffering. We get stuck in negative emotions like anger, fear, sadness, guilt, or shame. But we get trapped in victim mentality or the blame game. But as you shift your focus from pain to passion, you start to break free from those energetic bonds. You start to release those emotions that no longer serve you. You start to forgive yourself and others for what happened. You start to call back the energy you've invested in those negative emotions and channel it toward designing your destiny. You start to reclaim your power and express your creativity. For you start to transform your wounds into wisdom and your scars into stars. As you consistently connect with the field, with that state of presence, your body begins to shift as well. Step by step, you overcome yourself and come closer to the present moment. Every day is an opportunity to master yourself, to catch yourself when you're slipping into old patterns and return to possibility. These small steps accumulate and lead to profound changes over time. Connecting with the quantum field isn't just an abstract concept. It has tangible effects on your biology and overall well-being. As your brainwaves shift from beta to alpha and theta, you connect with your autonomic nervous system, a powerful tool for balance and healing. You allow your body to receive a biological upgrade, shifting from disease and pain to wholeness and vitality. But connecting with the field is not only about yourself. It's also about others. It's about creating a network of like-minded people who share your vision and support your journey. It's about forming a community of healers, creators, and leaders who inspire each other and uplift the world. As you connect with the field, you also connect with the collective consciousness. You become part of a larger movement of awakening and transformation. Or you contribute to the evolution of humanity and the planet. You become a force for good. So as you can see, trusting the universe is not a passive or naive act. It's an active and conscious process that requires your full participation and commitment. It's an art that you can master with practice and patience. Trusting the universe is not about giving up or giving in. It's about opening up and giving out. It's about expanding your awareness and expressing your potential. It's about aligning your will with the divine will, trusting the universe is not a one-time event or a final destination. It's an ongoing journey and a constant adventure. It's a way of living and a way of being. It's a state of grace and a state of gratitude. Trusting the universe is not wishful thinking or magical thinking. It's scientific thinking and spiritual thinking. It's rational thinking and intuitive thinking. It's creative thinking and compassionate thinking. Trusting the universe is not a fantasy or a delusion. It's a reality and a revelation. It's a challenge and an opportunity. It's a mystery and a miracle. Trusting the universe is not a theory or a concept. It's an experience and an expression. It's an invitation and an initiation. It's an experiment and an exploration. Trusting the universe is not only possible, but necessary. Because when you trust the universe, you trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you trust life. And when you trust life, anything is possible.
Thank you.